Russian kid. Abijah, unbelievable beat. I don't know what it is. Your energy is just different.
Hey everyone, my name's Abijah. I'm an 18-year-old music producer / singer-songwriter. I primarily consider myself a singer-songwriter. But I started doing the Kenny Beats battles as a way to expand my production skills, have a little bit of pressure going on, do some creative things I wouldn't otherwise, and here we are. Last Saturday I got second, so here's my breakdown. Let's go into Ableton. Here we are inside Ableton. Here's the project file. We've got basically this one group, which is drums, and this other group, which is everything that's sidechained to the drums, and then everything else, which is just a couple effects and the lead sound. I didn't want the lead sidechained. And everything in this group is just sidechained to the kick. That's all that's on there. So we'll start with the sample, I suppose. We've got good old DJ Khaled playing some MPC drums, and I basically just cut out all the low end, put a little bit of a drum bus on it, and had a low pass that I also copied onto all of these tracks, just to add a little bit of momentum going into when the drums actually start. And then you can see the low pass also cuts down in this sort of B section where I introduced the lead. So we've got that, and then it ramps back up leading into when the drums come back in. So let's listen to the sample first. Hear what I did with it. I basically just took this one little bit, warped it to time, and just ran with it. So that sounds like this. I'll play from the start so you can hear the filter coming up as well. And you can hear that boom, boom, boom. And I used that as basically my basis for the chords. So the first thing I did with the chords is I played them on this piano here through Analog Lab. The preset is American Small Studio. I think it's just one of the defaults. So the chords that I'm playing are A major 7 to E major 9, and then up to G major 7, and then B major 7. So it's all major 7 chords, and initially I played them in a slightly different rhythm, which is why these are split up. I don't think I actually had the B major 7 here before, but basically the rhythm of the chords you can see there, it's very syncopated, which kind of adds to that funky retro video game kind of sound, which is exactly what I was going for. So shout out to everybody that heard that. So I have the piano pan to the right, and I also have this electric piano preset. What I did is I went into Analog Lab and just randomized all the presets, specifically looking for electric pianos, and I found this one, which is kind of cool. It's just a Rhodes with a phaser, but it sounds pretty cool. And that sounds like this when paired with the piano. They're both panned to either side. And you can also hear that sidechain from the kick. So we've got that, and then I've also got this synth that goes on as well, which is this preset from the Mini Moog emulator from Arturia called Mini, and the preset's called We Were Young. And I just have a little bit of EQ, low pass filter again, that's automated. Again, just like the sample, it drops down when the lead comes in. So that's basically all. Oh, we got the bass too. Can't forget the bass. This is from Tyrell N6, which is a free plugin. It's super sick synth plugin, and this is called Basic Boogie Bass 2. I just wanted something that sounded funky and retro, so we ended up with this. Really sounds like an old Moog bass. I'm really leaning into the Moog synth sort of sound on here. So we've got, let's take a look at the drums then. First, I'm saving the lead for last because that's the best part of the whole track, if you ask me. So this is what the drums sound like without the sample. It sounds like this. Wait a second. It sounds like this. So we've only got 4 tracks going on here. It's pretty simple. We've got the kick, which is from an Ill Factor sample pack. He's like a pop producer. I don't know. I just found one of his videos and it said free sample pack, so I downloaded it. Ended up using the kick. So then we've got this tambourine loop from one of Jack Antonoff's sample packs. Those are free as well. So giving these guys some free game here. And it sounds like this. It's just going on the offbeat. And then we've got the snare, which is from, what is that? Kenny Beats live drum kit snare? Interesting. It's from the subscriber rewards. Kenny's gonna probably talk about that if he watches this on stream. Yeah, and that's just got a grain delay on it, so that sounds like this without the grain delay. It sounds pretty dry, right? But then with the grain delay, we've got a little bit of sparkle going on. And I feel like that just adds a little bit of space to the snare. I just did it super quick. And then we've got this track. Let's listen to the drums without that track first, because this track is very, very interesting. Right? Sounds good, but it feels like it needs something, right? So we've got this, which kind of acts as like a shaker sort of thing. But what it is it's just me going in my mic, because I was trying to find some loop that would fit, and I couldn't find anything in my library, and I was pressed for time, so I was, well, I'll just do that, and just did a basic low cut on there. Do I have anything on these tracks? No, I don't even have anything on the tambourine or the kick track. So that's the drums. Everything cuts out around here when the lead comes in. And then we've got the coming back in halfway through the lead section before the rest of the drums come back in. But in the sort of breakdown, we've got just the tambourine and the snare going, and whatever kick-ish sound we are getting from the sample itself. So, yeah, got that going on. And then the ticka 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 comes back in, and I think I have an automated low pass filter on here too. Yeah, brings it up right before everything comes back in. Same with there. Now, the lead. It's actually not silent. It's a preset called Fast Eddie, which is also from Arturia's Mini Moog emulator. And I picked it because I shuffled up the leads and tried to find something that would cut through, and this definitely cuts through. And it's very retro sounding. Sorry, Kenny, I played the lead on its own, so you better turn your computer off now, I guess.
If I heard that synth by itself, I would turn my computer off.
And then we've just got a couple more things. We've got this Cymatics Impact from one of their free packs, I think. Yeah, so we got that. We got the Gatekeeper Impact from Cymatics, which just sounds like this. And that's pretty much all that's going on. We got a little downlifter here, also just like a simple cymatics thing, because it's very drag and drop ready. Not a lot of extra editing required for these things. Just shrunk the volume down on this one a little bit, I think. Yeah, put it down 14 dB. Yeah, so that's basically the whole beat. I played everything in. You can see it's not quite on the grid, especially with the lead. You can really see that it's not really on the grid. There's velocity variations, but yeah, that's pretty much the entire beat. So hope you enjoyed. I didn't really do an outro because I didn't feel like that was necessary. Maybe I'll play a little clip of Kenny's reaction at the end of this, just for entertainment purposes. Russian kid in the chat.
I love it. I don't know. There's some shit wrong with it. There's some terrible sounds in it. I don't know what the fuck you would ever use it for. I love it though. I don't know why. Somebody said Space Mountain. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. That lead sound is the worst lead sound I've ever heard. This beat, 10 out of 10. Worst synth in the universe. 10 out of 10 beat. For some reason, there's just something about what you did with it.
That being said, this really is not the kind of music that I actually pride myself in making. I just did this for fun, which is the whole point, if you ask me. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and peace out.